Welcome to Paul Catalina's Top 5. It's Thursday. What does that mean? It used to mean that Seinfeld was on. I don't know what it means. But it means there's football on tonight, so enjoy that. We're, of course, presented to you by Texas Beef House. Go to bidonbeef.com and use our promo code to the next auction, 365 Sports, for a discount at checkout. Top 5 G5 teams to watch. Number 5, Bowling Green. They've got 2 losses on the season. One of them is to Penn State, who they gave all they wanted. The other one is to Texas A&M, who they also gave all they wanted. This is a team, Connor Bazelak's the quarterback, really kind of fun. They're going to mess some people up and put a scare into both Penn State and A&M. Never led against A&M, but they did lead for a good chunk of the game against Penn State, and that is an SEC and a Big Ten team, if you're keeping track, that they hung with for all of those games. So Bowling Green, certainly a team to watch. Number 4, USF. Yes, USF has 2 losses on the season. They went to Tuscaloosa and played Alabama off their feet for about 3 quarters. Then they lost to a very good Miami team in a game that was close for a little bit, but Miami was able to put on the Jets because of Cam Ward and that offense in a way that hasn't happened to Miami in a very long time. But Alex Golesh is legit. He is the real deal at coach. That team is going to get better and better, and if you are in their conference, watch out. They're going to put a hurting on a lot of people. They are quite good. They've got a really good coach that they may not be able to keep after this year because the word is out on Alex Golesh. And I love that after Alabama and after Miami, he did not believe in his heart of hearts that the game should have gone the way that they did and knows his team can do better. And that is something they have not had since Jim Leavitt, maybe, at South Florida, is that kind of fire and belief that they can go toe-to-toe with anybody. Now, look, 50-15, I know it's not a close game, but if you watch the first half of that game, South Florida did everything they could to keep in that game, and Miami was just too deep and too talented, and eventually it got away from them. But they punched and punched back really, really well for a while. They just don't have the depth that Miami does right now. But Alex Golesh is going places, and so are the Bulls. Number 3, Navy. You know who the talk of the town was a couple weeks ago after they rolled into Tallahassee and beat Florida State? It was Memphis. Guess who just got drubbed by Navy? Memphis. Navy rolling through the American this year might be somebody to be reckoned with. It's always like which service academy is on the up. Army looks like they're a little bit on the up as well. Air Force maybe on a down year, but watch out for Navy this year. They will put some people on their backs, and Memphis was one of those victims. Number 2, UNLV. Wins over Houston, Kansas. Barry Odom's got this team going. Look how excited this chick is. I mean, granted, that's just being in Vegas in general, but still, pretty excited. They're dancing in the stands at UNLV now. And Barry Odom is going to get starting mentioned for some of those coaching jobs around the country again. He's done a great job at UNLV, and at the right time, too, as they might have potential to jump into the new Pac-12. But I would not want to play UNLV any day of the week, absolutely this year, because of what Barry Odom has going there. And number 1, James Madison. Emory taught this guy this dance, by the way. JMU just rolled up UNC 70-50. They beat the Tar Heels so bad that Mac Brown retired for a minute. That really happened. He's not retired right now, but he was retired for a few minutes in the postgame. He got very emotional and kind of retired for a second. That's how good they were. And they lost their coach, Kurt Cignetti, but they haven't lost their juice. James Madison, 70 points against an ACC team. They are someone to be reckoned with right there. So, to them, you've earned it, boys. You got a fat guy dance. That's going to do it for the top 5. I'm Paul Catalina. We're wrapping it up right now.